This is my electric motor idea. Motor and power increase idea. Torque. It's got the electric motor. Several alternators located around it. And then, right there, lines to the several of them, at least 1, 2, 3, 4 or more. Then, I came out with this idea during the 90s, and I tried to patent it in Scottsdale at the patent office in Old Town, Furrow Road and north of Indian School. This would be the AC compressor for the air conditioning. This one down here would be the engine coolant to pump coolant through the jacket around the electric motor to keep it cool. It'd be all gear drive, and the alternators would have gear wheels, and the big gear wheel would spin everything, and also the pumps. This one's the pneumatic pump for the power brakes. It was like an aircraft inside of an aircraft. Some of the, like that pump would be or to have several for hydraulics instead of pneumatic. This one here would be for automobile. It'd be the power steering pump. For aircraft, it'd just be another hydraulic pump. Okay, this will controlled by PCM for constant idle speed. Idle speed. This would be optional for like extra torque and battery longevity. It'd have electromagnetic electromagnets that would change pitch, and then a drum inside of it. Let's draw the drum too, with the magnets around it to increase the torque and help the battery save power. Drum inside. Of course, this electric motor would have all the brushless electric motor parts inside, and then a water jacket around it. I wrote here the drum input with magnets. Drum infused with magnets. Let's draw a line to that one. Drum infused with magnets, electromagnetic magnets that change pitch. Starting right there, electromagnetic pitch changing magnets. Around the drum infused with magnets for increasing torque and battery longevity. And then this, of course, would be like the regular transmission with a torque converter. The regular input shaft, like on a regular vehicle. Like on existing vehicles, aircraft also. And of course, if it's all-wheel drive, transfer case. this will do is it's all these alternators, there's several. They'll I mean, I could even draw more, but they're all spinning on it. The RPMs, even when stopped, are constant to keep the batteries charged up, and the power booster for the brakes, pneumatic pump for the brakes, and the power steering hydraulic pump, and the engine coolant pump for the engine coolant. It's a hydraulic pump. And the AC compressor, it's on, all spinning, or if it's not on. And then it's operated by a clutch, just like a regular AC. It just has to be designed different because there has to be a casing that goes around the motor for those all to bolt to, and then a big gear, and then little gears on each pump. And then the motor itself would have to have a casing for the engine coolant. And this electromagnetic, pitch changing electromagnets, it'd be around a drum with magnets to increase the pitch and save battery life, increase the torque, to increase the torque and battery life and output of the electric motor. And then the transmission would allow the engine to electric motor, constant speed, constant idle speed while key is on, And I came up with this idea in the 90s and tried to get it patented, and this idea that I came up with today. And then, of course, the transmission, gearboxes for props on planes, that's already been thought up, and the transfer case, and driveline or drivelines, the differentials have been thought up. But this electric motor design I did come up with in the 90s and try to get a patent over at the Scottsdale Patent Office in Old Town Scottsdale. Of course, there'd be all the other stuff, the batteries somewhere, the power booster for the brakes, the rest of the AC parts, the gearbox for the power steering pump. If it's a plane, it'd probably have instead of power steering pump, it'd have a hydraulic pumps for the control surfaces of the plane and the landing gear. And then it'd still have the engine coolant pump and some kind of radiator or of some type, and maybe even an oil pump for the maybe with an impaler or another pump for the to pump oil through it too. I'll draw that one in somewhere. Oil pump. Yeah, I just thought I'd post this idea. It's a lot of good ideas for electric vehicles, whether boat, plane, car, truck, van, motorcycle.